guys, hello and welcome back to some more Judgment 5 on the... Judgment on the PS5. Last we left off, we were going to Theater Square to meet with, still no word from Sorry-san. I'll kill some time in Theater Square. Oh, okay. Right, we're doing some stuff on Yagami's side, where it was a side case of a little kid who thought he was a superhero. And then we're gonna go kill some more time while Sari's at the club getting some information.
Oh, there you are, know-it-all asshole!
You again? I thought you'd have given up by now.
After what you did to me in the Kaheen, not once, but twice, I'm never backing down!
Sorry, but you reap what you sow.
Huh? The hell are you talking about? Quit showing off with your fancy words and shit!
Seriously?
Sakakiba!
Kansai! I'm hungry!
Jeez, big guy.
This man is Kaito Sakakiba, one of the Kaheen 4!
Him? You let him in?
Hey, Kansai! You're buying me food if I take this guy down, yeah?
Hey, you better believe it! Steak, ramen, pizza, whatever you want, big guy!
I hope you're not lying. That mean I get dessert too?
Sure, cake, pudding, anything!
Does curry count as dessert?
Literally anything you want, as much of it as you want. Just beat his ass!
Come on, you can't just let him talk you into...
Food!
Well, that's a guy who loves food for you. And of course he's got a crew of big guys with him. At least they're not too strong. Maybe I can get one of them against the wall. Sweet. I can't remember, I think I upgraded the... Oh yeah, I think I definitely upgraded the attack power last time. So we're packing more of a punch than we used to. At least by a little bit. I think I should be fine to switch to Tiger right now and take these guys down. Since Tiger's more focused on power to a single opponent. Nice, now I could just focus on Sakakiba. Oh, you're kidding me. He's got some invincibility frames during that? Ooh. Yeah, I don't want to... Jeez. Don't want to get hit with that. Probably best to use just EX moves on him then. Probably my best bet. Can I just hop over? Yeah, might be enough. Sweet, it is.
Jeez, this guy's built like a ton of bricks.
You see that? There's no getting through his flabby exterior. Now go, Sakakiba. Smash this bitch. What are you spacing out for? Get him!
I'm hungry.
What?
It's dinner time.
But...
Looks like your buddy abandoned you.
Shit! Better luck next time, asshole!
Wait, that would be my line. Come on, man.
At least that killed some time. Shouldn't be too long now till Sari-san gets in touch. I need a nap. Okay, and before we go to the office, we're gonna go ahead and do this date. Can't remember who it's with though. I think it's Nanami? Yep.
Yagami-san.
Hey, Yagami-san, did I keep you waiting? Nah, you're totally fine. You said you wanted to take me out somewhere?
Of course.
That's right. It's the least I could do for someone who saved my life. Oh, that's right. Maybe I should give Nanami-san a present. What would she like? Shiny flower ring? Here's something I thought would look good on you. Really? Are you sure? Yeah. I don't know if you'll like it or not, though. Oh, it's adorable. Thanks. Glad she's happy with it. Hey, I'm the one who dragged you out, so what's up with the gift? It would have felt weird to show up empty-handed. Why don't we go unwind somewhere for a bit? That way we can work up an appetite. Sounds like a plan. Anywhere we want to go? Let's see. Oh, I know. How about we check out the drone races? I've been researching drones for one of my projects at work. Before I knew it, I found myself totally hooked. Oh yeah? I have a drone if you're interested. I've even been in a few races.
No way.
Wow, you're into drones too? I never would have guessed. I can only imagine how exciting a race can be. Is that the only thing you wanted to do?
Actually...
Well, I could always go for some exercise. Maybe we could go to the batting cages? Or maybe we could play some darts. Good options. Now which one should we go with? She seems really into drone races, so... How about I show you what a drone race is like? Oh, that'd be great. I can't wait to check it out. Probably gonna plop us in one. So this is where all the drone races take place. I'm gonna go ahead and sign up. Cool, I'll be rooting for you. Yep, gonna hop right into one. Let's go with this one. It's a bit more intricate. Has some good rewards for the first 3 places. Oh. Okay, maybe this might not have been the best one then. I gotta remember the controls for boost and everything. Wait, actually. Sweet. L1 for brake, R1 for turbo. Okay. That'll be easy done. Sweet. Now if I could just maintain my lead, should be good. Maybe best to cut these corners a little bit. That way I can try to reduce how much distance I'm actually having to travel while keeping my speed. I'm surprised there's no rings for speed though. At least I haven't seen any. Instead it's just whatever I can naturally build up. Which that's fine, but it's a lot easier when you have those rings to hit. Wait till we get to a straightaway.
Turbo time.
Uh-oh. Oh no. I'm gonna have to be careful through here. Ooh.
Hit it.
Nice, some health pickups up here. And I'm in first place? Oh, that's fantastic. Well, these races are actually kind of fun. Pretty simple, but fun. And I know obviously they get a lot tougher as you go on.
Turbo time.
Because I know this is probably at novice level. Or otherwise when you do the tournaments, they're going to get tougher and tougher where you have to get upgrades for it to make it faster and have a better maneuverability to adapt with the speed. So that way you're not just flying into a whole bunch of stuff, smashing it around. You only have so much durability. At which point then they probably have some purely built on speed with low durability, probably have some in-between ones, and then probably have high durability but low potential for upgrades. Which is fine. It's good to have the option to customize however you would prefer to play. Where some make it where you have to do one certain way. You cannot make any other build or it will not work. But I know also some of these races are by chance too.
Hit it.
But granted, kind of all races are that way. No matter in any games like Gran Turismo or Forza or even just minigame races like this, like drones, or in Yakuza Kiwami and Yakuza 0, there
Turbo
is
time.
little toy cars. Pocket racing, I think it's called. With mini cars that then you can customize parts on it, so that way you can get higher top speed or acceleration, better handling, and better traction. It's pretty neat and in-depth for just a mini game, a side activity that you can do. But it's really cool. But even that just has some chance where you can do the same build and run the race multiple times, and you will get different results. No, at least I'll probably get something good for second in this. And I got some SP for winning. Strong magnet, that works. Upload finish time? Nah, nothing special. I was so close too. That's okay. You still did really well. Make sure to win next time. Yeah, I wanted to win. It was close. Now that was what I call a good time. Maybe we could sit down somewhere and chat for a bit? Yeah, that sounds good. We've been standing all day. That, and I promised I'd take you out. You currently have one free meal remaining. Alright then, where should we go? Wonder how she feels about drinking on the first date. Maybe I should just go for it. Sure. I don't think we should drink. What do you say?
Too.
Wow, you totally read my mind. Let's do it. Ha, I'm a genius. How about we try this place out? Sure, let's do it. Nice little place here. Tell me a little about yourself. So, Nanami-san, tell me a little about yourself. Okay, what would you like to know? What are your hobbies? So, what are your hobbies, Nanami-san? I really don't have any time for hobbies. The moment I get off work, I go straight home and crash out. Dang, sounds like you get pretty exhausted. I do. So to answer your question, I guess you could say that work is my hobby. Actually, same here. What a fun coincidence. You mean work is your hobby too? Yep, I even work on the weekends. Well, that's partially because I need to stay open 7 days a week to pay rent. But even though it might seem like my mind's always occupied by work, I'm actually okay with that. That's because detective work is something I enjoy, so I think that qualifies as a hobby. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. You feel satisfied with life because you're consumed with something that has meaning, isn't that the best?
Yagami-san.
Yagami-san, do you find your job enjoyable? Yeah, I do. I'm glad I chose to be a detective. I see. It's important to find that satisfaction in your job, as long as you're not overworking yourself 24/7. I can understand that. Sometimes it's healthier to just take it easy.
Of course.
About yourself, what would you like to know? What do you do for work? You said you were researching drones for work. What exactly do you do? Well, I work at an online advertising agency. It's actually a startup company. Wow, that sounds intense. I wonder what that's like. I get that a lot. I will say we're pretty prolific, mostly because of our work environment. We've even been on TV a few times. It's nice because they let us work at our own pace. Plus, our office is really modern. You should see the cafeteria. As someone who works out of a dingy little hole in the wall, I'm officially jealous. Anyway, what kind of work do you do?
Of course.
Mostly writing articles and blogs as well as event coordinating. I'm basically an advertising director. I guess either one's really acceptable. Cool position, or bet that keeps you pretty busy. That keeps you pretty busy. You got that right. Frankly, it can be a little draining. Do you have to work a lot of overtime? The question is, do I ever not have to work overtime? I can rarely finish all my tasks within a single day. If only I worked more efficiently, I wouldn't have to stay so late all the time. Don't work too hard now, otherwise you'll get sick and then you can't work at all.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate your concern, but I'll be just fine.
Actually,
While we're still on this topic, I'd like to know about your career. You're the first detective I've met, after all. Well, there are plenty of us detectives out there. Cases, on the other hand, are not as easy to come by. Have you ever dealt with any cases that were a little out of the norm? Oh, I've had my fair share. Like what? Let's see, for example, it was about a year ago, someone asked me to find a cat. The thing is, it was already supposed to have died.
Huh?
What? You were tasked with finding a dead cat? I don't get it. Apparently, my client saw a cat that looked just like the one they used to own, so they called me in to investigate. Eventually, I found the cat they described. It had this unique sort of fur pattern, and it liked to be chased around. So after chasing it around for what felt like hours, I discovered it was actually the very same cat. What happened was that it wandered into an old lady's house, and thinking it was hers, she kept it and raised it as her own. Wow, so the cat wasn't dead after all. Your client just lost track of it. Yep. Imagine how he felt after finding out his supposedly deceased pet was actually alive and well. Yeah, alive and well in someone else's house, but still, that must have been a relief. More or less. However, there was no way to prove whose cat it actually was. So my client and the old lady were at odds with each other. Then, how did they decide to settle it? With a handshake. You see, the cat knew how to shake hands.
Really?
No way, cats can do that? Apparently my client taught it how, so yeah, when he asked the cat to shake, it did, confirming it was his. Problem was, the old lady had gotten too attached to it. After all, she once had a cat that looked just like it herself. To make matters worse, the cat was the only family she had left. Taking it away from her would have left her devastated. Poor lady, that's really sad. Yeah, but you know what? The cat seemed to be aware of this, having spent so much time with her. So when it came time for its owner to take it back, the cat wouldn't budge. Just sat there purring on the lady's lap.
Really?
Wait. So it was the one taking care of the old lady, not the other way around. How sweet. My client seemed to think so. And in the end, he parted ways with his pet on her behalf.
Really?
No way. Yeah, I never saw that cat coming. Never saw that coming. But he had a lot of sympathy for her. Maybe it was a cat lover's connection. Sure sounds like it. Their arrangement worked out okay? Oh yeah, it was an outdoors cat to begin with, so my client guessed the cat would come visit him every now and then anyway. Turns out he was right. I hear the cat spends time at both houses now.
How funny.
Wow, your life is a lot more eventful than I expected, even when it comes to lost pets. Hey, last question. Her age. Gonna take a wild guess and say you're in your 20s?
That's true.
Well, yeah, your late 20s. You really want to know my age, don't you? I do. Then I'm 29. Oh, wow. Yeah, I look young. You're okay for your age. Why, thank you, even if you are just flattering me. Hey now, I was being honest. What about you, Yagami-san? I'd say you're in your early 30s. Close enough, I'm 35. You look pretty young yourself. Why, thank you, even if you are just flattering me. What can I say? I was being honest. I'm glad that stalker of yours is finally out of the picture. Yeah, thanks to you. I almost thought he'd never go away. That just tells you how long he'd been bothering me. Sounds like he was really obsessed. Obsessed is a mild way to put it. He was downright crazy. He would keep asking me out, no matter how many times I turned him down. He'd even wait outside my front door. It's like nothing I said ever went through to him. What an awful experience. And when I told the police, you know what they said? We can't help you because he hasn't actually done anything. Can you believe that? Yagami-san, I was scared for so long. And I'm glad he's behind bars where he belongs.
Certainly.
So am I. That's why I really mean it when I say you saved my life. I didn't think you'd do so much for me. Someone you only just met once. It actually got me thinking about what lengths a person should go to help a stranger in need. I only did what came naturally to me. You mean you acted purely on instinct? Are you trying to be some kind of superhero or something? Me, a superhero? I guess I'll take that as a compliment. I wonder though, is that stalker the only guy you've had trouble getting rid of? Well, there have been other instances I'd rather not discuss.
I'm not feeling it.
But I should tell you this right now, I'm not the type who falls in love easily. To me, work is far more rewarding than romance. I see.
Of course.
Yeah, so playing the whole relationship game doesn't really fit my lifestyle. Just thought I'd get that out there. What's your philosophy on love? I'm curious, Nanami-san, what's your philosophy on love? I wouldn't quite call it a philosophy, but, well, I just think it's all so manufactured. People are always falling in love on TV or in real life, only to break up days later. Everyone talks about romance like it's the #1 thing to live for, yet there's so much more to life than just that. Besides, who wants to depend on someone else to make them happy when you can do that on your own? It's unhealthy. I get where you're coming from, Nanami-san, but I still think romance has its place. Well, I'm not trying to reject the notion of romance completely. I just don't think it's a necessity. You can live perfectly fine without it. That makes sense. It's not like you need it to breathe or anything. Yeah, you can eat things other than dessert and still live, right? But society seems to think otherwise. No matter who I talk to, I'm always being pressured into finding some guy. Whenever I tell people I'm happy without a man, they look at me like I have a couple screws loose upstairs.
Come on.
I just want to tell them, so what? I have plenty of other things to live for. Even compared to someone who's in a happy relationship, I still think I have it pretty good. I'm satisfied with them, me. Well said. As long as you're content with your life, you shouldn't put any extra pressure on yourself.
Of course.
Exactly. Besides, what you decide to do with yourself is the important thing. How you feel comes second. And I second that notion. What's the point of pushing someone into a relationship they don't even need? No one should be that presumptuous.
Okay.
Ah, I'm so glad you understand. I feel like you're the only one who gets me. The idea that there's this void in your life unless you find your other half is really contrived and overdone. I'm honestly quite shocked. I never thought I'd actually meet someone, let alone a guy, who thinks the same as me.
Of course.
Oh yeah? Yeah, Yagami-san, you and I are definitely on the same wavelength. Well, that's great, but given that we're kind of out on a date, that might not be the greatest wavelength to be on. Take a picture. Oh yeah. While we're at it, why don't we take a picture together? For old time's sake? Sure, why not? Old time's sake, this is the first one. Nice. Looks good. I'll send this to her later. End the conversation. Well, shall we get going? Yeah, I think so. Look at the time already.
Yagami-san.
Thank you for taking me out today, Yagami-san. It was my pleasure. Thanks for coming with me.
Yagami-san.
Did you have fun with me today? The most I've had in a long time, Nanami-san. I'm glad we went out. Huh? Nanami, is that you?
Huh?
I knew it. Nanami, I haven't seen you in forever. Wait, Yuko? Is that you? Who else? Gosh, it's been what, since we graduated college? Feels like that was ages ago. I know, right? What brings you to Kamurocho anyway? Oh, I actually work nearby. Who's your friend, Nanami-san? Oh, this is Yuko. We've known each other since middle school. Ah. Hey, Yuko, do you remember that time when we... Yuko? So, handsome. Huh? Forget handsome. This guy's hot. Like 110 degrees. In fact, just looking at him is burning me up inside. Ah, what should I do? Hey, Yuko, get a hold of yourself. Wait, don't tell me. Is this fine specimen of a man right here your boyfriend?
Huh?
Boyfriend? I have no idea what you're talking about. Nah, to me. I'm so proud of you. You finally decided to move on. Move on from what? Is there something I should know about? Don't listen to her, Yagami-san. She's just a little confused. Now listen here, Yuko. He and I are nothing more than... Oh no, I understand. I don't want to get in the way of your private time.
Huh?
What? Well then, Mr. Handsome, you be sure to treat Nanami right, okay? Because if you don't, you'll be facing some serious trouble. Got it, I think. Good. Now I'll see you two lovebirds later. Huh, interesting friend you got there.
Sorry.
Sorry, she's always been a little on the eccentric side. It's been a while since I last saw her. She hasn't changed one bit.
Yagami-san.
Thank you for today, Yagami-san. I hope you had a good time. As for me, I actually really enjoyed myself. Really?
Of course.
Yeah, I hope you'll share more stories with me in the future. Level up to 2. I'd be happy to. Uh-oh, new message. Ah, from Nanami. Sorry about today, Yagami-san. My friend got the totally wrong idea about us. Hey, I thought it was a good idea. It's an honor to be mistaken as your boyfriend, Nanami-san. Flattery won't get you anywhere, you know. I'll tell Yuko it was all a misunderstanding. Okay, oh, and thanks for today. Of course, I'm glad I can make it up to you, at least in a small way. Now, hopefully this was the first date of many. Maybe, as long as I'm not the first girl of many. Hey, I'm not that kind of guy. Really? Well, then maybe we should try and match our schedules, lol. So, since there was the date with Sana,
Guess we're doing this.
that got canceled out for oh, that guy's a lot stronger now. Okay. Jeez. I'm getting my butt handed to me. I should probably switch out Tiger, but attacks kind of feel a little bit stronger. Oh yeah, like the last ones, like the last recording session, I'm gonna, after this fight, I'm gonna end up cutting out. Jeez. Probably eat a little bit of food. Just have a little bit of that. Oh yeah, like the last recording session, I'm going to end up cutting out a lot of the combats from point A to point B. Just that way you guys can see more of the actual story and more of actual things going on, rather than have to sit through a whole bunch of fights from point A to point B while I try to ramble on. Come on, don't take me out. Yes.
Really, guys?
Alright, I can go into the little restaurant up here now. Sorry, not restaurant, the cafe. I think her friendship was on the cakes. So, get some toast, crispy crunchy slice of bread baked fresh every morning by the owner himself. Some cappuccino, a rich espresso crowned with fluffy froth milk that lingers on the lips. And with it we'll have seasonal cake, specialty made confection with ripe seasonal ingredients. I think she's only judging on cake, so I should be fine getting some of the other stuff too. Croissant, a buttery, flaky pastry baked fresh every morning by the owner himself. Cool. Sandwich, a basic egg sandwich for those days when you just need to power through a meal. Close enough to full health. Got a coupon. Good.
Good stuff.
Thank you for visiting us today. Ah, Sakuma-san. Hello there. Hello and welcome. Can I ask for your thoughts about today's cake as well? Sure thing. So, the seasonal cake is good. It's got fresh fruit. It's got fresh flavor, but I feel like the cake itself is losing out because of the generic name. Give it some flair. I see. Now that you bring it up, it does sound a bit dull. Just a bit. When it comes to marketing a product, naming it something memorable is one of the most important parts. I'll remember that. Thank you. That was actually quite insightful. Well, it's just my personal opinion, so take it with a grain of salt. Oh, not at all. You always give me valuable feedback, so I hope you come back more often. Definitely, after all, this place takes the cake. That seems valid me input. Maybe it's okay. That one's just, those lines are just repeating. Cool. Got some more SP. So now I guess we'll head to the agency, because now you guys got to see what happens on a date.
Out of the way! Waste. Kuroiwa.
I've been waiting for you. Why don't we step inside for a little chat?
Another voluntary interrogation? Thought I told you to bring a warrant next time.
The hell was that?
Let's be civilized here, Yagami-san.
Fine. Office is pretty dirty, though.
Getting cornered for interrogation.
So, to what do I owe the honor?
There's a leak in the prosecutor's office. Pretty sure it's a woman. Got her hands on some pretty important case files. The ones about the vice director of the ADDC getting beaten to death in the street. You have any ideas?
Sorry, not a clue.
What kind of lowlife would sell police secrets? Shh. Scum. Right, Ayabe?
Totally. The worst.
Nobody takes us seriously around here.
That all you came to ask? I'm sure you guys are just as busy as I am. So, if you're finished, I'm gonna have to ask you to...
Right. Izumida wants to talk to you tomorrow. About Shintani's murder. You'll be there. In cuffs if need be.
So these guys are just Izumida's errand
Why am I
boys.
being treated like a suspect?
Sorry, that's classified. Just drop by the public prosecutor's office. If you're innocent, you'll have nothing to worry about.
You don't want to deal with getting arrested. Trust me. Better to handle this before it gets to that point. Think of it like that.
Thanks for the advice.
Besides, you and Izumida go way back.
But how am I gonna defend myself if I don't know why he suspects me? Let me guess. I'll find out when I get there.
More or less. Who knows what angle Izumida will take.
Have it your way. I'll come in and clear the air and we'll be done with this.
I'll be in touch tomorrow.
Asshole's been dragging me everywhere. I can't do a damn thing on my own.
I can tell. Looks rough.
Nice. Thought we'd get a call any moment.
Hello, Yagami-san?
Hey, any luck?
Yes. I made friends with the girl who served Hoshiki 6 months ago. We're gonna bounce and go to tender in a few.
Perfect. Wait, did you just say bounce?
Yeah, now we're caught up on both sides. Sorry, son's waiting for me at tender. Gotta hurry. Izumida, public prosecutor, demands that Yagami be arrested on the grounds of murdering Shintani, even though there's no solid proof. Only proof that his body was found here. None that show that he was actually killed here. At which point body can be moved and planted in various locations to therefore get rid of suspicion and plant it onto another. Oh yeah, I forgot tender's not that far, so not gonna need to really worry about having to cut this out just because it's a short distance run. To right here. $400,000. I do these, but I think they trigger right away. I want to continue on the story for now.
Sorry, son.
Took you long enough. This is Mika-san.
Hey, I'm Yagami. Mind if I join you?
Be my guest.
This is the man you served 6 months ago? You're certain?
Yeah, that's him.
We already discussed Hoshiki and Shono. Mika-san was at their table, without a doubt.
That's Shono-san, right?
Yeah. What were they like?
I guess nothing stood out about them more than any other pair of businessman types. Hoshiki-san complained about his boss, while Shono-san just nodded and smiled.
What was Hoshiki saying?
He was going on and on about this Kaito-san guy. Have you heard about that new dementia drug, 89?
Yeah, I'm kind of familiar.
Not surprised. They used to talk about it on TV a bunch. Anyway, apparently Kaito-san's kind of a big shot guy on the 89 research team.
And Hoshiki and Shono were talking shit about him?
Yeah. Sounds like Kaito-san was getting wined and dined by all sorts of people who wanted to profit off 89. From what I heard, not all those deals were above board.
Secret deals, huh? Is Kaito-san working with the Yakuza?
Hoshiki-san didn't give specifics, but he did say 89 could buy a lot of influence. And about the cut he'd be getting later. He seemed like a really shady guy, actually.
Interesting.
Okay, so we got some things to ask. We can ask any of them.
Did you ever hear Hoshiki mention a Kajihira?
Kajihira.
It's a big construction company based out of Kansai. Basically, Hoshiki was working for this Kajihira, trying to shut down the ADDC.
Wait, I thought Hoshiki-san was super important, like vice director or something.
He was. Kajihira's money was too much for him to refuse, though.
Either way, I don't remember hearing them talk about a Kajihira.
Okay, that clears that up.
I gotta say, you remember a lot for a conversation that happened 6 months ago.
Can you blame me? The poor man got beaten to death right afterward. I replay this a lot.
Right. Sorry.
And at that point, I already knew about 89. See, my grandma has pretty bad Alzheimer's. So, I was hoping they'd release it to the public soon.
I'm sure that made the conversation stick out to you.
Yeah, when I heard Kaito-san was just another slime ball, I don't know, kind of broke my heart.
Tragic.
Yeah, it doesn't help having personal stakes in it.
How was Shono acting that night at the club?
Well, he spent most of the night staring at my chest. Hoshiki-san kept going on about Kaito-san all the same, though.
Maintain eye contact, Yagami-san.
Shono-san seemed more interested in being a creep than indulging him, though.
You don't think he was listening to Hoshiki-san then?
Nope, didn't seem like it.
Disgruntled boss on one side, closet perv on the other.
But then, out of the blue, Hoshiki-san said this.
There's something fishy going on with 89, I just know it.
Did he have any idea what it was?
What did he say again? Something about fabrication or falsification?
Data fabrication? Falsifying the effects of the drug?
Yeah, that was it. He kept going on about how 89 was too good to be true. And how weird it is that it just came out of nowhere.
So he brought Shono to the club to try and figure out if 89 was real.
Right.
What did Shono say?
Just, there's nothing fishy about it.
But then Hoshiki-san yelled back,
I don't believe that for a second.
it was kind of awkward seeing how desperate he was.
Makes sense he'd be desperate, though.
Why?
He promised this guy Kajihira he'd shut down the ADDC. Thanks for this, Mika-chan. You must be exhausted.
That's all of them?
Yeah, you helped us more than you know. Be safe on your way back.
Thank you.
What time's your shift start tomorrow, Saori-san?
Sorry. I'm not coming back tomorrow.
Huh?
It was a one-night thing. I got to see a side of myself I didn't know I had, though.
man, this stinks. You're so pretty, Saori-san, and I was pumped to learn more from you.
I don't think I have much left to teach. I might be able to help you, though, as a friend.
You're a lawyer?
Let me know if you ever get into trouble.
Wow, I've never been friends with a lawyer before. This is like super cool. Thanks so much. Bye now.
That was amazing, Saori-san. You really pulled through for us.
It's fine.
Come on, I'll walk you back to the office. I want to review what we learned with Hoshino-kun and the others.
Sure.
Alright, a little bit more info. Mika hostess at Queen Rouge, Cabaret Club in Kamurocho, entertained Hashiki and Shono on the night the former was murdered. Betcha Hashiki was rambling about some kind of secret behind the acclaimed 89 research paper. Yeah, sure renown. Other hand, notorious reputation as someone who accepts bribes and even has connections to the criminal underworld. These rumors remain unverified on criminal ties. Okay, it's not really for a clan serial killing. Shintani also ended up dead by the mole. Okay. Not really any other updates. Yeah, if nothing happens along the way, I'll just cut to when we get to the office. Whoops. Oh, Kaito's here too.
Welcome back. You're so beautiful, Saori-san.
Like a puppy.
You should dress like that all the time, Saori-kun.
Yeah, good luck finding clients.
I'm changing.
There's a good chance Hashiki's murder was premeditated, just like Chairman Kajihira suspected.
That's the conclusion you and Saori-kun reached?
Yeah. Hashiki thought something was up with 89, doubted the authenticity of the research, seemed convinced they had fabricated data. He was desperately searching for proof before he died.
But was there anything actually wrong with it?
I tried analyzing the paper myself to find out, but it's like it was written in a different language. I'm searching for someone more knowledgeable as we speak, but nobody seems to suspect any foul play, not even online.
Yet Hashiki was still searching for issues, and if he had managed to find one...
The ADDC would be long gone by now.
Then they murdered Hashiki to keep the secret safe?
Don't be ridiculous. Who would kill a man just to protect a research paper?
It might not be as unlikely as you think. The ADDC has been bringing in billions of government yen ever since they published that paper. With that much cash involved, bumping someone off wouldn't be out of the question.
The question is, who killed Hashiki?
The culprit made it so Hashiki wouldn't die immediately. Had to be pretty
A
skilled.
professional assassin, if I had to guess. The man in the black raincoat.
If he was an assassin, that would mean someone hired him.
Yeah. Someone who wanted to protect 89 and the ADDC. But who? Can't begin to imagine. But apparently Kaito was out hyping up 89, raking in tons of dirty money in the process. Guy might even be involved with the Yakuza.
You're really suspicious of him, Yagami-san.
Well, if it looks like a rat.
Maybe Shintani got too close to the truth, and Kaito offed him for it.
The thought has crossed my mind. Don't think we can say that for sure without looking more into Kaito, though.
But judging from our last visit, that won't be as easy as you make it sound. He's practically a celebrity at this point.
Well, maybe if we can't get him to talk, prosecutor's office can.
Huh? What do you mean?
I've got a meeting with Izumito tomorrow. They're calling me in.
Isn't that the prosecutor who was trying to get you arrested?
He can try all he wants. That's what this meeting's about.
No chance in hell he agrees to help us then.
All depends on how this little chat goes. If I can convince him I'm innocent, I'll clear my name and put the squeeze on Kaito all in one fell swoop.
What are you planning, Yagami-san?
Alright, rest up at Yagami Detective Agency.
Yo, everything's really falling into place. Guess it's good we let Saori-san handle a cabaret, huh?
Don't know if I should be saying this, but it's been a while since I felt this alive. This case is just about reaching its tipping point. I'd be out there too if my knees weren't so damn creaky.
You can talk to Izumita tomorrow, but you better not get arrested over there. Promise me.
I feel like we did good work today. Go home and relax, Yagami-san. You have a big day tomorrow.
And I can't get cases from her right now. Okay. Alright, we'll head back to the Detective Agency. So I'll skip when we reach there, or if anything special happens.
Guess we're doing this. Really, guys?
楽しかったでござるよ。
And stay down. What a waste.
Alright, we're back at the office and just ran into a couple fights. I get the feeling, though, that going in there, they're going to try to arrest us for sure. Do I have to unlock the door, or can I just go in? I can just go in. Good. Rest up. Yep.